Hello there from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's the 27th of August 2022 and it's late night riding again. And it actually appears that the park is open until 10 PM, which it hasn't been for the past few late night ridings. And well, it's a nice day for it. And there is fireworks to follow as well later on at 10 PM. So looking forward to those. It's a solo day today, I'm on my own. Danielle unfortunately can't be here. Ben's at Flamingo Land and everyone else is elsewhere. But yeah, I'm at Pleasure Beach. But I'll tell you what, I've had a really good morning here today. There's been a fair bit of negative talk about Pleasure Beach and recently, and some of the staggered openings, staggered closures, shortened opening hours, all that stuff. And none of that seems to be happening today. The park looks to be open until 10 PM. That's what it said on the app when booking. There's fireworks back, they're all set up near the big ones, break run again. Staggered closures, they might happen. Some rides might shut at 8, but that's not that big of a deal. South Park's obviously going to close at 9 for the fireworks, but that's normal. All rides that have had staggered openings during like the past few weeks, they've all opened on time and even early today. Like big one again opens before 10:30. Like, you know, 10:30 is like the normal time for rides like big one to open, and it opened at about 1:15, if not before that. That's when I first saw a train of it. Infusion only opened at 1 o'clock at some point last week, I'm pretty sure. Pleasure Beach Express was only opening at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, I think, and 2 o'clock when I was here on Thursday off camera, and both those rides opened on time today. I think Grand National did as well. So it really feels like they're doing everything right today for late night riding, and just hopefully it becomes a permanent thing again, because, you know, all these staggered openings, staggered closures, they're not great. We're on 12 hours on park for the late night ridings as well instead of 11. And yeah, it was just a shame to see all this stuff get cut down on the quiet, really. So yeah, I was always planning on filming something today. Let's get the big one behind me. I was always planning on filming something today. Not sure exactly what we're going to be on my own. But yeah, just a short vlog on my own. It's going to be a very chilled day at Pleasure Beach for me today. Not rushing around to anything. Plenty laps on Pleasure Beach Express. I've had one of those already after dinner. And let's just see how Pleasure Beach are doing, because like I say, that's been a bit up and down recently. There's been a lot of talk for the wrong reasons, and I've not liked seeing that. And it's the first vlog from here and only the second visit, like as I said I was here on Thursday, since going to a few new places like Flamingo Land, Adventure Island, Dreamland, all that good stuff. So yeah, there we go, it's near the end of summer, it's late night riding, it's the weather for it, and so far, so good. Nothing to complain about really. It's going really well. Let's go on some rides. So far I've done Nickelodeon Streak. Did the big one, as I said, it opened like on time on 2 full trains as well. Pretty often in the morning they'll only run one of the trains full and one with half a train of sandbags, half a train of people. None of that today. On the big one as well, met a fan and viewer of the channel. Always love meeting people who watch the videos. Be sure to come and say hello if you ever see me around the park. And well, yeah, it was nice to obviously be on the same big one train as you, and hopefully we'll see him around again later on. Yeah, great to meet you, and that goes for anyone who comes over and says hello. Did Revolution as well, walked on it before it got its queue, if I haven't mentioned already. Well yeah, let's go on some rides. I tell you what, vlogging that intro was awkward. Quite a few people in the maze, walking around in circles around the same place. Finding the exit's easy, mate, it's right here. But yeah, I know, well, I don't know the whole layout of the maze off there, but I know how to get in and out of it now. And yeah, it's just a nice place to come and start your vlog sometimes. And yeah, you can get some cool shots of Big One and steeplechase from there as well. But yeah, they're obviously finding it difficult. There's that, must be that one exit choice that they haven't taken yet. Hope they make it out soon. They have definitely done the right thing opening this thing at the normal time today. Not 3 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. this train has been full every time I've seen it today. I've done it once before this one. This is my second ride. It was in the station, so it would have been slightly rude, not too really, whilst walking up the ramp and the train's in the station. Yeah, like the Pleasure Beach Express should not be. Oh, there we go. There's a different angle of Icon's transfer track. It's early days for swapping to the Enzo train. Must be a problem with it. Did see a train going round empty, got a bit concerned, but yeah, quick swap of trains. Will be all good, but yeah. This ride should always open and should not have a staggered. It only requires one person as well to operate. And for me personally, I don't know about anyone else, but it's always a ride. Well, we literally do it after dinner every time because it is just a nice ride to finish your drinks off on. It's not an intense ride for just after eating. And on Thursday we couldn't do that because it only opened at 2. But it's good to see it back open early today, and hopefully it isn't just because it's late night riding and it seems busy, but I guess we'll have to find out. Some plant pots have been added around this area of the ride. There was some before that was free as well. Quick clip over near Valhalla. Not too much has obviously happened. There were people up there on Thursday. Don't see any at the moment. I might do a full update later just to go more in depth about it and just how it's all been quiet and how it doesn't really look like it's going to open now for this year until next year. So yeah, maybe that later. But yeah, just thought I'd add a little clip over to this vlog about Valhalla, and yeah, it's quiet but like there are people in there, if that makes sense. Impossible has a queue, everybody, which means the Blackpool Pleasure Beach is busy today, which love to see it. Like everything is literally going well at Pleasure Beach today. One thing that could be improved, Grand National's only on 2 out of 4 trains and the queue is quite far back, almost at the arcade. Apart from that, everything else I've seen is on good capacity. Impossible, obviously. Yeah, well, it's rare that gets a queue. I will go in there later if I catch it quiet because there's a little update in there that, well, it's a little strange, and I spotted it on an off-camera visit since my last vlog. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. If I go in there later, hopefully I will. Sure I will. Yeah, I'm just glad it's busy for it really, and that may be a reason why they've decided to keep it open until 10 tonight. I'm glad, I'm very glad. Like, people obviously come in, it's a bank holiday, Saturday today. So you should hope it's busy. For the parks to be open 12 hours and for a firework display later, which, I don't know, hopefully a lot of people will stay for. Obviously, you know, not everyone's going to stay until 10 o'clock. Not everybody stays for fireworks. Fireworks isn't for everyone. But yeah, it's just nice to see the place busy with a good atmosphere and being ran very well today after all the negativity of the past few months. Oh, I do love a ride on Big Dipper. Running really well. One of the smooth wooden roller coasters here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And it turned 99 years old in the week. At the time of recording, don't know when this video will be out, like in the middle of September, but it's the 27th of August today. This coaster is 99 years old now. I keep mentioning it. I really hope they do something for their 100th anniversary. I've heard they did do some celebrations for its 90th. I wasn't that much of an enthusiast back then, like not in the way I am now kind of thing. And I was obviously only like 8, so wasn't here to see that, but yeah, I have no doubt something special. It's got to be acknowledged that this coaster is 100 years old in 2023 on the 23rd of August. And yeah, I don't know, like what day of the week even that is that. It'll be like a Wednesday or something, I think. Merch would be great. Some sort of event would be nice, like, don't know. I can't imagine this happening in the way that the example I'm going to give happened, but wouldn't it be cool if they kept it open for an hour longer than the rest of the park like they did for Nemesis's 25th anniversary back in 2019? That wasn't on its like direct like anniversary, but it was on a National Roller Coaster day of that year, and oh, wouldn't it be cool if they did that? But we'll have to see, eh? But Big Dipper turns 100 next year. I hope it's future safe, I have no doubt that it is. And here's Infusion, which I am yet to ride since doing Kumali at Flamingo Land. It'd be cool to compare them. I think Kumali is a bit better. My ride on it was smooth. I do prefer Odyssey, but it's cool to have done all three of the SLCs in the country now. But yeah, I would rank them Odyssey, Kumali and then Infusion. Unfortunately, it looks nice, it looks beautiful. It fits in well here at Pleasure Beach, but it is the standard layout at the end of the day. It can run quite roughly, and yeah, but I appreciate rides for what they are. It looks amazing. It's a bit busy at the minute, so I won't be riding it, but whenever I do, and if it's on a day that I'm vlogging, I will be sure to give my thoughts on it based on, well, how it is after doing Kumali. Alright then, had a little walk around North Park, as I said. Pretty chill day today, and then I was heading down to South Park from North Park, and I spotted that Big Dipper was even quieter than what it was before. The operations on there are one of the best in the country, and it's, yeah, like they each through the Q12 trains, and it moves up really quickly, so it's a great ride to do quite often. But now I think it's time to go on Icon, and I'm expecting a long wait for this one, but it's fine and it's worth it. And this is the bank holiday late night riding queue for Icon. It's been worse, could be down there. I've no doubt that this will move up very quickly, and it's lovely weather, so watch the ride go around, get some pictures and videos. The Icon queue moved pretty quickly, managed to get on there on the back row, and I really enjoyed it. I think Enzo's been having quite a few issues this week. It wasn't on again, it was past 3 o'clock. They normally put it on at 3 o'clock. So maybe it was actually the Enzo train that they were taking off early when we saw it from PBE, but yeah, it's a shame that. I've heard that it's been having issues. Well, they can't make money from that if that's the case, and people are obviously missing out on the choice to ride Enzo, which is obviously a shame, but I enjoyed my ride on Icon there. Going pretty well. Hopefully I'll get another one on there before it closes at 9, but made it to tea time now, and I normally get like just a hot dog something, keep me going for the evening, but I've decided to go for something different. Just some chips here, got some sauce, salt and vinegar in my pocket that I'm going to put on as well. $2.30, so not too bad, cheaper than the hot dog as well. If I remember rightly, last time this is from opposite Big Dipper by the way, on the end it says the fish and chip shop, massive food court over there. But yeah, if I remember rightly, the portions have like gone bigger, but also like the chips used to be like thicker and bigger last time I came here. Yeah, they used to be like proper chippy chips, but it's okay. It's good for $2.30. Sorry, you could add cheese and gravy on it, but that'd be $3.80. And I don't know, like, is there a choice of having cheesy chips without the gravy for cheaper than $3.80? Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't bother asking. And yeah, I'll just have the chips. No cheese or gravy for the extra £1 plus. But yeah, gonna tuck into these. Don't normally film pre-eating on the channel, because yeah, like normally just get like Burger King or a hot dog and eat up my fingers. I don't like touching my camera and that before doing that. But yeah, got the fork, so ain't touching any of the food. But hey yo, let's tuck into some chips. The weather is very nice and the sun is about to set on Blackpool Pleasure Beach, late night riding. Some good vibes around there right now. Solid chips there. Probably trying them again. The next late night riding, there we go, looking nice. But as you probably guessed, straight after dinner, come to Pleasure Beach Express for a ride. Had a few laps on here today. as expected. Alright then, just a few hours to go now until South Park, including the big one, closes for the night. And it's pretty quiet, to be honest. It's around there where... No, actually, it was at the bottom of the ramp earlier where we waited last time. Icon was looking busy from the walkway where Laughing Man is, so I thought, oh, let's have a look at big one. And yeah, this queue for the big one from down here will be done in no time. Lovely ride up big and there. Probably will be the last one of... who knows actually, I might have time after this. Because Icon isn't too busy, it's outside the entrance like it was earlier. I've managed to catch it as it's just up here. Not that much difference, but hey ho. I'm not sure what time it is, to be honest, I haven't looked, but we'll see. Maybe I will have another ride on the big one later, but it's not that big of a deal if we don't. But I've enjoyed both of them today. Sat in the middle as well. Don't have that many mid-train rides on it nowadays. Sometimes it's just easier to come down to the front row queue because it goes down really quickly, it's pretty short, and there's always a massive crowd there stopping you from going to any other row. It's just a lot of faff. Whereas this line here is for one row, it's an organised queue. It's just easier to walk down here sometimes. That's why I've been doing front a lot more recently. Yeah, I just find it easier. Hello, Rory! Oh, I always do the lift hill. Every time I try and vlog here. Wow, it's loud when you stood next to it. But yeah, oh my word. The front has become my favourite place on Icon again. It was the back throughout the entirety of 2021. And I find myself doing it a lot more anyway, even if it wasn't my favourite seat, because it's just so much easier to do. Yeah, I found there's so much faff when everyone just crowds around the back few rows in the station and goes like middle train. You can't even get down to like second or third if you wanted to, so it's just easy to go down the left lane, go on the front. That's what I do a lot of the time. Love that ride on the big one there again. Did the same seat both, well, 2 out of 3 times. Fortunately, third from back. But yeah, you know, it's always nice to have a bit of variety, but I do like that seat. It's a very smooth ride on there as well. If you want like to go towards the back but you don't want it to have a little shake, which the back row does, it's not rough but it has a bit of a shake, it's not silky smooth, go on the front of, just go on the front of any carriage if you want a smooth ride basically. But obviously we are now here at the authentic ride parts section of the Kiss Me Quick Shop, and wow, there's some new stuff. This Avatar Airbender back restraint thing. That is £60. That is pretty expensive for that. Dread to think what this thing is over here. This is an Icon lap bar, and it's not labelled. The parts aren't labelled. We know what it is, but we just don't know how much it is. There's chocolate bars as well. Off, I believe they're off. Icon. Yeah. Remember seeing them on the trains. There we go. I don't think they're meant to be there. But yeah, we've got brake liners as well. I think they're £30, not priced. The Revolution ones are priced at 30, so I assume the big ones are the same. This wheel has been there for so long. We've got this. This is really cool. I thought they'd sold out of the Wild Mouse chain. Rest in peace, Wild Mouse. Still not over it. There we go. Nice thin chain there. Wild Mouse chain link. There's 3 links there for £80. It's decent for the 3 links, to be honest with you. No Grand National Wood again, and it is nearly September, and it will be by the time this video goes online. Got your shields from Valhalla here as well. The price there, bit of a difference there, isn't there? Double the price for a thick one. And there is also this Infusion wheel here, which is rather cool. I think it's 80. Yeah, it's pretty cool, to be fair. They sold a few of these a few years ago, and I thought, they're not Infusion wheels. They are Infusion wheels, it's just that they've got the tyres taken off them, obviously, as you can tell. There's no tyre there, so that's what makes it look, at first glance, it's not an Infusion wheel. Wish they still had the tyres on it. It'd be a bit more worth buying, to be honest, if they had the tyres on, because that's obviously how it is on the ride. keep saying, I have big one wheels that still have the tyres on. Don't think they sell them anymore because they do tend to change the tyres and refurbish the wheels. Whereas, yeah, they've just got rid of the tyres completely and sold this one off. Not seen this before either. The music always plays loud in here as well, so copyright. Do you believe flyer chain dogs here? These labels have seen better days, haven't they? And they've replaced pretty much every single Revolution brake liner. I'm considering one of those, not gonna lie. I have plenty of time to make my mind up because, yeah, these aren't all gonna come at once. There is loads of them, which is very cool. So yeah, these are going to be appearing in this segment of Blackpool Pleasure Beach vlogs for a little while. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Some new stuff, which is pretty cool to see. Absolutely love the authentic ride part section of the Kiss Me Quick shop. A beautiful looking sunset is forming. And Grand National, I'm going to check its closing time in a minute because it's been busy like that all day. Normally dies down a little bit towards the end. Not tonight, and I think it's about 8 o'clock or something, I think. Let me check. It's 8:15 and this is the queue. So it's not too bad. Queued from there before, but it can die down a little bit. Let's see what Impossible's like. Oh, what time? It stays open till 10. That's great. Pleasure Beach is back open until 10 o'clock for late night riding. But yeah, if fireworks don't interest you, just go on Grand National at 10 o'clock. I've done that before. Unintentionally. The queue was a bit bigger than what we thought it was at the time. That was a few years ago now. But yeah, we were going up the lift and the fireworks started going off. That was pretty cool. That was a really good ride on it though, because it had been raining all that day as well. It was probably the best ride I've ever had on Grand National. Because it had been raining all day. It had stopped raining. There were fireworks going on, and yeah, we just went rapid. Alright then, you know it's busy when Impossible has a queue. All day. But yeah, there weren't too many people in here just then, so I thought I'll have a walk through and show you something in the last room. Something has been removed, let's say. This is probably the quickest walkthrough I've ever done on Impossible, and I think the haunted swing's open as well, because the door's open, it's closed, sorry. Oh, it's back! It's back! On an off-camera visit a few weeks ago, the Impossible gate was removed. I want to know, is it just back for refurbishment for a Journey to Hell jump scare, like I suggested in my last video from this park? That would be funny, because it made Ben jump. Anyways, I've never seen Impossible this busy. Like, oh my god. Anyways, let's just walk through the Impossible gate. So, there we go. Through the Impossible gate. I'll actually speak at a normal volume now. I'm not in a busy small room in Impossible, but the Impossible gate is back. I went in there, waited all day to go in there to be like, the Impossible gate's gone all of a sudden. But yeah, it was a few weeks ago now, before I went to Margate at Southend and all that. Yeah, me and Ben and Danny all came. It wasn't there. So yeah, picture has probably already been on the screen by now. If not, it's on now. A picture of the Impossible gate without the Impossible gate. But yeah, oh my word, I've never seen Impossible that busy. The queue for the Impossible, the haunted swing as well. No chances of waiting that. Like, I'm the only person out of everyone who's been in there at the moment, like recently, whilst I was in there, that used the chicken exit. Honestly, what a chicken. I'm ashamed, but anyway, I'm gonna go on a slightly tamer ride than the haunted swing. It's a smooth running roller coaster, and it's called Grand National. But yeah, it is good to see it back at the end of the day, and yeah, must have been something wrong with it. Did it break off or something? I don't know, but fixed quite quickly, and yeah, it's good to see them keeping on top of this stuff. Oh, it's been so long since we've seen Pleasure Beach this dark. What was it, April or something? The first late night riding of the season. Grand National was flying then. Oh my word. It was just a standard ride up until after the second set of drops, and then along come the best bit, the best part of the ride pretty much. And then, oh wow, like that was better than usual. And then just everything after that, mad speed. Shout out to the fan and viewer that I briefly met on the way off Grand National as well. They were queuing up, I was walking off, couldn't stay and talk for long, but yeah, hope you enjoyed riding Grand National. We're flying. And I have time for one more ride. 7 minutes to go to make my mind up and head to that ride. It's going to be Big One or Icon, I think. I've done Big One 3 times, Icon twice, so I think I'm going to do the one I've done twice. Let's have a night ride tonight. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm torn. I'm really torn. Big One, Icon. I can only do one of them when it's this dark tonight. I really don't know. I've got until I walk to South Park to make up my mind. I'll keep you updated. I mean, I could do Big Dipper because that's walk on as always at this time, but yeah, I suppose. Well, I've done Big Dipper a few times today, and well, I might as well do a ride with a bit of a queue to pass on a bit of time, because when after park shuts at 9, yeah, it's a long time to just be walking around with a little bit of a reduced ride selection. Icon looks packed, so yeah, might head on to a Big One, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll see. And then, don't know, we just chill at North Park, have another ride on Grand National, based depending on whether it's busy or not. And then, boom, we wait for Fireworks. Usual place as well, I'm thinking. Not going to risk experimenting anywhere else. We're not through the gates, but I think I'll consider myself in the Icon queue line for the last time tonight. 2 minutes to 8, I have no idea how like they close the queue off when it's like out here. There's no gate to close when people are outside, but I'm sure they've done it before, or had to do it before, and I'll soon find out. And I'll now consider myself safely in the Icon queue line. Probably be on the last train and the second to last train. Tell you what though, we're moving up a little slowly. It's been a while since I've moved up this slowly in the Icon queue, and well, you'd think it'd speed up, wouldn't you? We know fast tracks. Yeah, don't know, we'll have to see, but we'll not be missing the Fireworks because they can't obviously take place until South Park is clear of guests, so sure we'll be fine. We'll be off before 10 anyway, but yeah. I didn't think about this early. I should have gone on a quieter ride, and then I would have had more time to do rides at North Park like Grand National, Wallace and Gromit. I haven't done today, unfortunately. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll enjoy this night ride on Icon. First night ride in a little while. So let's do it. Hopefully the queue speeds up now, because yeah, surely like the last fast tracks and that have gone now. So yeah, it'll be all this queue just being rushed onto the trains. So we shall see. Oh, well, I am indeed glad that I did that as my last ride. Well, it's 9:30, so I can still do another ride at North, but my last South ride, there we go, that's the last Icon. Well, that's the train we was on actually. The last people have just got off there. Basically, the queue moved really quickly after we went through the gate. I think they probably just sent all of the remaining fast tracks through at once, so they could just literally get all of us through at once. So that's understandable. That's why we moved slowly for a few minutes, but it was all worth it in the end. But oh my god, that ride was a lot of fun. Huge shout out to all of the staff in there as well. They were amazing. Like, we was having a party in there. Such good vibes. And yeah, they obviously sent us quickly. And there we go. Like, obviously, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the fireworks. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The ride, the guest experience with like staff and all that. Everybody in there was having a good time. And everyone, well, I overheard people say like, oh, it's such a good ride. I agree with them. It was a lot of fun. Now it's time to have a few final rides, or maybe just wait for the fireworks and secure our place. My place, I'm on my own. Worth a mention as well, the hub has been open today. They've been playing like Just Dance, and I assume the DJ's been on at some point. So yeah, shame I missed out on it. It's a lot better when the DJ used to be like over here on the top of the food court in 2020, because yeah, you'd be able to watch the DJ over like every time you walk past. If you was queuing up for National, everything. Oh, They were good times. Oh, flooding a bit here. Tell you what, I'll say it here so I don't have to. I'll probably repeat myself and say it again after the fireworks, but I'll say it now just to shorten the amount of time I spend on outros so I can actually get off park and go to sleep. Pleasure Beach have smashed it today, they really are. It's been like, I've been on my own, it's been really chill, but the vibe and the atmosphere of the park, it's just like, yeah, this is why we love late night ridings, and this is why people are getting upset that they're reducing the opening hours for late night ridings, because they're so good, they're so fun, but the atmosphere around there right now is incredible. And yeah, I can't wait to watch another firework display. I'm going to head up there in a moment. And here we are. I'm like really running out of space, so can't say much more. See you afterwards. There we go. No countdown. Well, what can I say? Ice Blast still has a massive queue, by the way. That's crazy, like they clearly didn't, that's, oh my word, they're going to be there for a long time. And it's still busy around there, which is typical. But yeah, those fireworks were incredible, that finale as well. Felt a bit shorter than usual because I managed to free up a bunch of space on my camera. Yeah, I had about, I knew I needed 10 minutes and I only needed 6, but that's fine because I can ramble on now. Honestly, I'd go down to say this is the best visit to Blackpool Pleasure Beach I've had in a long time. I don't know how long I'm talking, but I won't compare it to any other visits. It's been so good. I've been on my own, I've had my own company, I've met a load of people around park, so that's always fun. Big shout out to everyone who I met pretty much, and always feel free to come over, but whether I'm with people or not. But yeah, everything that has been said and everything that you know you could say is going on at Pleasure Beach at the minute, I forgot about that completely today. There's been none of it. It's just been like none of that ever happened. Everything opened on time. The park's opened past 10 o'clock with Ice Blast. That's crazy. Fireworks, amazing atmosphere, busy, really good operations. Like, it's just been really good. And there's literally nothing bad I can say about today apart from Grand National was on 2 out of 4 trains, but it's not a big deal at the end of the day. Honestly, please never cut your late night ridings down to 9 PM ever again, because it's just been so good today. Like, just the weather as well, like that obviously plays a part. Like, yeah, there's just been an insane vibe about the past 12 hours, and yeah, Pleasure Beach have really smashed it. It's easy to be negative. Let's give some positivity and recognition to today if you've been on park. Like, another thing as well, Enzo hasn't been on again. I've not seen it anyway, but I assume that's going to be fixed within the next week or so. Who even knows? Will Enzo still be here next year? Will this be open next year? That's what's yet to be sorted, but for now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's been a really fun day, and yeah, the camera's losing focus. Anyway, I'm going to stop repeating myself now. Can't give this place enough praise for today. I've had an amazing time. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I've certainly enjoyed filming it. Thank you very much for watching. Check out the screen to see more, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be, because I'm not sure. See you later.